rangi misena la kachi beru lerim kachi sumchina chama toru tiseda tigomi tsanzara I tiseda tisuni tenlo rangi laba chuse kholore gopdi kanewa kelche di beule pise lebekha zonam ja chichi zamling gyakab leshachi na tarchab joyi mi titan semi chuse kholotsu du gyakab nale nanden bediye bi Disuge gongche nildam jibjangap chile gotsukdi tongta kechinga simge panabe yable rara sose yombabda tindi jicho chobe yise shuni jiba chembachin timpu thomgi bulu chuse kholoka shenle thandi dumda chi thomdi dekosha sa ho chembachin lamgi talu kelwang dingchim yo tholo yise shuni
喂，阿那一面说喂，拿一面说。阿杜麦说喂。
This is Zangpola and welcome to Do You Know Your Child Season 3. I'm your host Choni. Give a new baby lots of smiles and smiling will be one of the first things they learn to do from you. Smiling is one of the simplest ways of helping children feel happy and safe. When you smile at children, you're telling them that you love them, you enjoy their company, you're pleased with them, you're taking notice of them, you're happy, and that you are good fun to be with. Smiles work even better when you're looking into your child's eyes. Good eye contact when smiling, listening, or talking to your child helps to get their attention. In our last show, our participants made some commitments. Let's see how they're doing.
She gets irritated and then, I have to sometimes give her support, especially emotional support, which is most important because emotion impacts learning a lot. So especially while doing homework and then even while playing games, she likes skipping. Skipping is her best game, and sometimes she gets herself angry while playing with friends. And then I as a parent I have to help her and then find out the problem and then I support emotionally.
It's good to talk and sing to babies from the time they're born. A gentle voice helps your child to feel relaxed and secure. It helps them to get to know you and to know that you are there to look after them. When you talk to children, they soon start learning words themselves. The more you talk to them, the more they will learn. They will also learn more if you use proper adult words most of the time. Learning words help them communicate and to understand more about the world. As they get older, words will become one of their most important tools. Children with a good use of words find it easier to express themselves, to make friends, and to learn at school and at home. As children grow older and are able to use more words, children begin to ask lots of questions. By listening carefully and doing your best to answer their questions, you will show them that learning is fun. Listening is another way of showing that you are interested and care about them. Even when kids are asking for something they can't have, they need an answer and a simple explanation.
My cat's name is Fluffy and this is my dog. Her name is Lucky. I like Fluffy more than Lucky. This is my brother. His name is Karma Singhi Namgyal. He studied in Kawan Primary School with me. This is my mother. Her name is Kinzang Hamu. And this is my father. His name is Tashidoji. I'm coming to the show with my mother.
Welcome to Do You Know Your Child? My first question is, do you know your child?
I'm not quite sure that I know my child, but to some extent, I think I know my child.
Okay, all right. Well, you'll find out later.
Okay.
Before we start, please introduce yourself and tell a little something about your family.
My name is Kinsong Hamu,
Okay.
and I'm a teacher in Kaunglung Primary School, and I'm married. I have two kids.
Okay.
I have a daughter who is in class 6, and I have a son who is in class 2. And my husband is also a teacher.
Okay.
I live in Kangdung. My hometown is in Kangdung.
Okay.
So I have a very small family. My father lives with me,
Okay.
and my mother and my brothers and sisters, they live in Thimphu. I have been teaching for 9 years,
Okay.
and I'm still in Konglung only. I didn't get a transfer to anywhere, but I still love Konglung, so I feel like I will, stay there
Okay.
permanently.
So was Kangdong the first school that you started to teach in?
Yes, it's
you-
my first placement.
Okay.
So I chose to be in Kangdong because I thought that I have to, again, I have many responsibilities as a daughter.
Okay.
So I have to look after the house, and I have to look after the land.
Yeah.
So I think as a daughter, so
Wow.
I just requested the ministry to place me there.
And very few people want to go to the east, so it must have been an easy placement for you.
It was not just easy, but I requested for so many times.
Okay.
After so many requests made, then only I could make it.
So your dad is with you,
Yes,
and you have you said two, right?
yes, I have two kids.
Both sons?
One is daughter,
And
the elder one is daughter, and the younger one is son.
You came here with which kid? Eldest?
My daughter,
You said you have your father at home.
yes.
Do you think it helps to have the grandpa at home, or even any grandparents
Yes,
at home?
I think it doesn't, not only with me, I think everybody thinks that if you have a parent at home, maybe both the parents or maybe one single parent at home, it helps a lot.
I think so too.
He is helping me a lot in many things.
Yeah.
He helps me sometimes when we are in school. He helps me to cook lunch at home. He cooks lunch for
Yeah.
us, and then he also look after the house because it's not safe when nobody is living there.
That's true.
So he helps us in that way,
Yeah.
and he also he is a very good person. He helps me in giving advice and
Of
guidance,
course.
and I always look for his advice and guidance when I'm in need, and I also get help from him when my children needs support in their homework,
Okay.
maybe about the past
Yeah, history and all that.
history.
I see.
So he helps a lot.
Okay, that's really good. I mean, it doesn't happen more now than it used to before. Before, I think Bhutan had a lot of joint family where the grandparents, where the uncles and aunts all lived in one big house. But now it doesn't happen like that, and it's good to know that there are still families where the grandparents are at home with the grandkids. And I personally think, apart from all the benefits that he has provided you with, I also think the fact that kids getting to see and mingle with their grandparents, talking in their dialect, changing folk tales, like it's a very valuable gift from the grandparents to the grandchildren, because soon they're going to step into an era where all these folk tales are not going to be there. The grandparents have first-hand stories to tell. That's not going to be there. So you're really, really lucky to have your father with the kids. Let me explain to you the rules before we start. I have 10 questions here. I'm going to ask these questions first to you, then later to your daughter, and then I'm going to tally the answers later, and that'll be your score. Okay? All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Question number 1. Does she like green vegetables?
She likes green vegetables. She likes spinach and beans.
Okay, all right. Very healthy food.
Yes.
Number 2. How many times does she brush in a day?
She brushes once in the
okay.
morning.
All right. What's her favorite cartoon or television show to
Her
watch?
favorite cartoon is Augie
Oogie and the
and
Cockroaches.
Tom and Jerry.
And Tom and Jerry. Next question. What is her eye color? The color of her eyes?
I remember it's brown.
Brown, okay. What's her favorite subject in school?
Her favorite subjects are maths and science.
Maths, okay, all right, and science. Number 6, what time does she get up in the morning?
She gets up at 6:30, sometimes at 7.
7. And who
Yeah.
wakes her up in the morning?
Sometimes I wake her up, and sometimes her grandfather
Okay.
wakes her up.
I see. Next question. Do you think she knows the importance of reading?
I think she does,
Okay. Does
because
she
she reads.
Okay,
She
alright.
reads a lot.
Question number 8.
Yes.
How many books has she read this week?
I think she has read 6 books.
6 books. Okay.
Yes.
Do you think your daughter would know the name of the 4th king?
Yes, she does.
Number 10. Do you think your daughter would know the date of the 4th king's coronation?
Yes, she does.
Okay, you've answered all the 10 questions. Now we'll have your daughter come here. Welcome to Do You Know Your Child? Please introduce yourself first.
My name is Shingyujin. I am from class 6B. I am 11 years old and I study in Common Primary School.
Okay, all right. Sring, right? Do you have any fun hobbies?
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
I like to draw and read storybooks.
Wow, are you good at drawing? Oh wow, that's good because I am terrible with drawing. Wow, I realize I'm terrible with numbers. I'm terrible in drawing. I'm not going to be a good creative person. Huh? Okay, so what do you like to draw most of the time?
I like to draw pictures of Barbie.
Oh, you like Barbie? Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up though?
I want to be an engineer.
An engineer. My husband's an engineer, by the way. What kind of engineer do you want to be?
Building houses.
Oh, civil engineer. Okay, all right. Wow. So you're going to build houses in the future. That's really good. Tsering, right? I asked your mom 10 questions about you. I'm going to ask these questions to you now, okay? So are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you like green vegetables?
Yes, I like green vegetables.
What is your favorite green vegetable then?
My favorite green vegetable is beans and spinach.
Okay, number 2. How many times do you brush in a day? Brush your teeth in a day? Be very honest.
Sometimes I brush 1 time and sometimes I brush 2 times.
You know it's important to do it twice, right? I think you do. Sometimes we get lazy. I understand. But sometimes I'm also like that. But because you're young and you need to really maintain hygiene and cleanliness with your oral hygiene and cleanliness, you have to try and push it, because once you make it a habit, then you don't even question when you're doing, if you want to do it or not. Sometimes it just automatically comes after you make it a habit. Okay, number 3, what is your favorite cartoon to watch on television?
My favorite cartoon character is Augie and Tom and Jerry.
Okay, next, what is your eye color, the color of your eyes?
My color of the eye is brown.
Brown. Okay, number 5, what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is maths
Math. Why do you like math?
because I like to count and subtract.
Okay, all right. Next question. What time do you get up in the morning?
At 7:30.
7:30? Okay, all right. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Next question. Do you think reading is important?
Yes.
Why?
Reading is important because it improves our reading habit.
Okay, all right. And if you improve your reading habit and if you read a lot, what happens?
It will be easy to read.
Okay, all right. That's true. But when you read, if it's easy
New
to read and when you
knowledges.
read, yes,
We get new knowledge.
you get new knowledge, right? And for you to be an engineer, you have to read a lot of engineering books, right? If you are terrible at reading, you can't be a good engineer. If you're terrible at reading, you can't be a good teacher. If you're terrible at reading, you can't be a lot of things. For you to be anything and somebody important in life, you have to know how to read, right? Okay, good. How many books have you read this week?
I've read 6 books.
Wow, that's good. So are you still continuing reading?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. Keep that up. Number 9. What is the name of our fourth king?
The name of our 4th king is King Jimmy Singye Wanchu.
Beautiful. Last question. When was the fourth king coronated as the fourth king? When did he become the fourth king?
He became the 4th king on June 2nd, 1974.
Okay. Yes, that's good. You've answered all the 10 questions. Let's take a look at your mama's score. Does she like green vegetables?
She likes green vegetables.
Yes, I like green vegetables.
How many times does she brush in a day?
Once,
I brush 1 time.
What's her favorite cartoon?
Augie,
Augie,
What is her eye color?
brown.
ball of the eye is brown.
What's her favorite subject in school?
Maths and science.
My favorite subject is maths.
What time does she get up in the morning?
6:30.
7:30.
Do you think she knows the importance of reading?
I think she does.
Yes.
How many books has she read this week?
6 books.
I've read 6 books.
Do you think your daughter would know the name of the fourth king?
Yes, she does.
King Jimmy Singye Wanchu.
Do you think your daughter would know the date of the fourth king's coronation?
Yes, she does.
June 2nd, 1974.
I have your mama's score with me. But before I tell you the score, I just want to tell you that your mom said 6:30 to 7 is your wake up time, but you said 7:30. So that was one answer that your mom got wrong, but the others were all right. So 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 out of 10 is your mom's score. Are you happy?
Yes, ma'am.
That's really good. It's a good score. Okay. The others were all right. What about the wake up time? What is the right time though? Is it 6:30? Is it 7? Is it 7:30?
6 and 7 both are.
Okay, so it's all correct. Okay, but yeah, I agree. Sometimes we don't have a set time to wake up, and this can happen. But maybe a tip is children function better when they have at least when they're put in a routine. Of course, for elders, you have to leave room for emergencies and uncertain things. But with kids, they function well when everything is set, when things are certain. So maybe have a set wake up time and a set go to bed time. That will help her plan her time in the middle. With that 9 out of 10, I hope you are both very happy.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm happy.
Good. Now let's go to our commitment. What do you think as a mother can you do to improve her or yourself as a mother?
I think I should make a schedule, proper
Yes.
schedule,
Okay.
so that she can follow it
Okay.
and then do her activities according to the schedule.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad you took that suggestion, and I really hope it works out for her. But again, each child is different. You are her mother. You would know best. So maybe try it out and see if it doesn't work. Then you might have to change it accordingly. But for you, Tsering, your mom gave me 3 commitments, okay, for you. And I want you to pick one. Okay?
Exercise more to keep yourself fit and healthy.
Yes, it's very important. People normally think that exercising is for older people. It's not true. Kids and anyone actually, whoever wants to be healthy in life has to exercise, right? So maybe jogging or maybe running or maybe a walk or even taking the stairs instead of taking elevators and shortcuts. And just being active at home, maybe trying to help mom clean up or sweeping of the floor. All of this can be considered as an exercise. You just have to be active, okay? All right. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you sure?
Yes.
Great. So I'll keep that. Now we will go to the letter segment.
I have my first letter to you. My dear daughter, I want you to know at least that there is your mother who loves you a lot. I am always proud and happy in every small accomplishment you bring. You are a very, very special person in my life. Your presence makes my life fill with joy and happiness. I will cherish every moment with you and keep them safe in my heart. I will always pray that you enjoy good health and prosperity in your life. My best wishes are always with you. Lots and lots of love for you, yours, Mommy.
Now it's your turn.
To my beloved mother. I love you, mother, because you are the one who brought me into this world. You sent me to school, take good care of me by giving me food to eat, shelter me from danger, and you buy clothes for me to wear. I will promise that I will respect you and listen to you. I am the luckiest child to have a mother like you. With love, your daughter Sing Yuden.
All right, can I take a look at this, please? Did you do all the artwork in here? Did you make this?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this letter, and this letter is gonna go into a contest of the best letter at the end of the season. Okay? Is that okay?
Okay.
So I won't be able to give this letter to you. Is that fine?
It's okay.
Okay. Now that we've come to the end of the show, I have a couple of things I want to give you. The first book that I want to give you is Moments Beyond the Classroom by Legzin Pelden-Lamo. She's a Bhutanese girl. She actually was a senior in this school. She finished class 10 right now, but she wrote this book when she was in class 9. So I want you to use her as an inspiration to pursue your dreams and goals already. You don't have to wait till you finish college. You can she already wrote a book when she was in school, right? So you can do something like that too. You don't have to write a book necessarily, but you can you said you like artwork, right? You can draw a lot of things and maybe make stickers out of your artwork, right? Something like that. The other two books I have is from Ministry of Education. It's of course with UNICEF too, so these are very educational books. The final book that I have for you is titled His Majesty Jigme Singye Wangchuk, The King Who Gave Everything. And it's an autographed copy for you from Thimphu by Sangye Tenzin, the author. Along with this, I have the very popular Titan watch. Okay, this is from Thimphu, and this is from Titan, who's been with us for the last 2 seasons. And I'm going to slip in your mama's letter here, your very first mama's letter. You can save this, preserve it. And so this is all from Do You Know Your Child and the team. With that, I want to thank you, first of all, and I want to thank you for bringing your mom here too, and being a part of Do You Know Your Child. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Children love stories about themselves. It helps them feel loved and important. You could make a scrapbook or album that's all about your child from the time they were born. Come back next week, and if you'd like to be a part of the show, or if you have any suggestions or feedback, please email us at parenting@bbs.pt or write on our Facebook page. Thank you, and bye-bye. But it's not about whose phone is it? Alrighty. Rolling.
Rangi misena la kachi beru, lerim kachi sumchina chama toru, tiseda trigomi tsanzara in. Tiseda tisuni tenlo, rangi lava chuse kolore gopdi kanewa kelche. Di beule, pise lebika, zonam ja chichi, zamling gyakab leshachi na tarchab joyi mi. Titan simi chuse kolotsu, du gyakab nale nanden bedi yabi. Disuge gongche nildam jibjangap chile gotsukdi tongta kechinga singe panabe yable rara sose ombabda tindi jicho chobe yise shuni jiba chembachin timpu thomdi bulu chuse kholoka shenle thandi dumda chi thomdi dekhoja sa ho chembachin lamgi talu kelwang dingchim yo tholo yise shuni
喂，阿妹妹说说喂，拿一妹说。阿杜妹说的喂。